Get this going. Get this ball rolling. What?
See me rolling.
The Hayden.
I don't want to finish
Trying to
it.
catch me wide and nerdy.
Trying to watch me casting TSM and
TSM
Teamless.
Nope.
No, it doesn't work. Doesn't rhyme.
No, same line. Hook City.
just Hook City. It cleans it up.
Mm. What did you say? Yep. Redhead, generally pasty skinned. Yeah. Red, freckles, pale, no soul. That's everything you need to know.
Bench, crappy support. Liam Neeson, Corey Feldman.
What?
I was just doing my insults back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, we got Fizz obviously being banned. It sucks, but hey, maybe tomorrow we'll see it, or maybe in the third game. I really doubt it.
I just want them to allow it. That's what I just want to see. Because like, it's funny because I was talking to TSM, and someone told Reggie, "Hey, you need to ban Fizz."
Yeah.
You know, you need to ban Fizz. And Reggie was like, "What? Why do we need to ban Fizz?" And they were like, "Because Tabs is a really good Fizz player." And so that means that Reggie and TSM don't know his Fizz.
No.
They're just using it on hearsay. You know, they're like, "Oh, we've heard he's a really good Fizz. Let's not see it."
Yeah.
I want them to be ballsy enough to say, "Let's give him Fizz.
Man up.
Let's give him Fizz."
Man up.
But we're not going to see it. Oh, well.
No.
Whatever. Fizz, Urgot, and Soraka being banned from TSM. Kennen, Nautilus, and Vladimir being banned from Teamless. There's the Graves pickup.
Dude,
super high
Graves
priority
is like
AD
the
carry.
most picked champion, I think, because he's been up almost every single game. I don't think he's been banned yet, has he?
Graves? I don't think
'Cause, yeah,
so.
I think he's been picked literally every single game.
I mean, pick Graves, win game. Is how it used to be.
Oh my God! Don't do it. Do it. Actually.
Do it.
Do it.
Support Ash.
Do it.
Support Ash.
Do.
Do it.
Don't chicken out. You
If
can't
they
do
if
that.
they get away from this, I will walk in there and punch Lord Nye right in the face.
Oh
won't
my
actually do it.
God!
That's a little
You
bit
gotta-
too much. Hey, switch to Tarek. Well, see you guys later.
You get a ginger sandwich in the face.
Ginger sandwich. Hey, I hate you. I hate
No
you.
one wants to eat that.
No, no one. No, it's the most unappetizing sandwich I could possibly think of. Why would you want that sandwich?
No one wants to see.
So no support Ash. It's going to be Tarek. Nocturne picked up right there, unless they switch back. If they switch back to the last second, that'd be awesome.
It would be. I would like. Honestly, people are even my team. Well, I'm obviously scared too, but like being innovative is so hard because getting away from the normal with what you know is good is
Put you at a
again,
disadvantage.
It does put you at a disadvantage, but at the same time, it can yield results. But then again, people can just copy you after you do that. So you gotta be tricky with what you do. But we
Second
are seeing
game.
Shen instead of Nocturne being picked up here. They're going for that global presence. They have a very strong kill lane bot with the Graves and Tark. That's a lot of bursts they can dish out. They do have Janna, and Janna is very susceptible to being stunned. If Tark is able to land a stun on Janna, she will go down and she will like ultimately die to that burst. Just too much.
Oh yeah, easily. Assuming that Graves can aim his collateral damage. True. You know, we've seen a few missed ones. We've seen a few expertly dodged ones.
Yep.
It's very, very important as far as his whole burst and kit is concerned. You need to hit those collateral damage. It
Yep.
does a lot of damage. Maokai and Kog'Maw being picked up here, so maybe I'm guessing Chaos is going to be at the helm of that Cog.
Don't.
Are they gonna show
troll.
them
I
how
hate
Hook
when
City
they
is gonna be?
troll. Come on, Hook City, King Derp, Jungle Blitz.
Let's see what happens.
Just do it.
I want
Don't
it.
be scared.
Well, if that's the case,
Don't be
I have
scared.
seen top lane Blitzcrank be a thing.
I've actually seen Jungle Blitz too.
So it could be top Shin or Jungle Blitz.
Hook City, Hook City.
Mm-hmm.
Bind to Hook City, bind to Hook City.
Oh, that would be a
Or
disgusting
Dazzle to
combo.
Hook City. Don't just hold it.
Hook
Come on,
City,
man.
Dazzle, Bind,
Man up.
Silence, Taunt.
We have talked about the Ziggs before.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, stop it! You're killing me.
Oh,
Oh,
no! Don't do this!
Ah!
Don't do this! Why would you do this?
What is going on?
I do actually kind of want to see a jungle switch. And I
Don't be
think
chicken. Don't be chicken.
I
Don't be
think
chicken.
Kerp
Don't be
is the
chicken.
one
Don't
to
be
do
chicken.
it. He did it!
Oh my God!
Jungle
Man
Twitch.
mode.
Jungle
Doesn't even
Twitch.
matter. I'm gonna
This
go
is
like.
gonna be great.
Can we get an award instead of like the Reigning Gaming like title? Like
Yeah.
most man mode.
Most
in
man
tournament?
load, biggest sack.
Biggest.
don't even know if I can say that, but it just happened.
It just happened.
Twitch jungle from Kerp with his
we need a Picard. Mad mode engaged. Well, that was more Sean Connery.
Yes.
Oh, no, that was more, well, not Sean Connery. What's the other guy? I forget the names. I'm bad with celebrity names.
Look at this. There's a person in the tournament realm. Oh, no.
Sweet.
It's weird. Crazy.
But that is
I
some
don't know.
awesomeness.
This is going to be great. I think Kerp has actually is kind of well known for his Twitch. Actually, I know he's very, very high elo EU West solo queue. I know he's a jungle primarily. So someone orthodox pick coming out, and I'm really excited to see it.
And we were just talking about that. Like, we just literally had this conversation.
Yeah.
We're like, everyone's scared to do unorthodox things. Then he's like, Twitch jungle.
Watch this. Watch
He's
this.
like, let me just drop a mind-blowing bomb in your faces.
Right on our faces.
And to be honest, I don't think anybody expected that. So kudos to you. And I'm just impressed overall. I'm happy.
I want Teamless to win with this jungle Twitch. That's what I want to happen. I want him to spray and pray everywhere. Well, first, before we see that happen, let's go over the lineups real quick. Shin, Graves, Tarek, jungle Twitch, Morgana for Teamless. Ari, Maokai, Janna, Jax, Kog'Maw for TSM. Game 2, TSM took Game 1. I am Pluto.
I'm Elements.
That is Elements over there. I pointed to him, just so you know. There's no webcam, but I did
can't
point
see
to
it,
him
but
when
he
posted
did.
it. I did point to
I
him.
will attest to that.
We'll go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a second.
Cast it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Little client issue here. We're getting back into it. We have Teamless invading into the jungle. Maokai had us hopping down, so they did get seen, and they are going to come invading into the blue area. We have Chaos sitting down there. Not really sure whether he's trying to scout that out, see if they come around. He didn't see them coming around there, so no one really knows what they're doing. I think they just have to give it up. Auburn's probably just going to have to start at his own race because they won't be able to get through that area, really. We actually have King Derp going back. They're deciding, hey, this isn't worth it. I think they've scared Odd One off. I think they know that they scared him off. And so they're probably just going to go back. They do have it warded, so they will be able to see when that blue buff is taken. They're going to go start at blue for King Derp. And this game, Jungle Twitch, is it's like I'm not going to say it's a war of attrition, but it's definitely on the lanes. It really, you have to be so careful. Like, Twitch is one of those jungle champions that it's like an all or nothing. You either get kills early or you don't. There's going to be lots of pink wards dropped. And we actually have
Chaos making a
TSM
terrible decision to face check that brush. He may pay for it. The Ignite is down. He burns his heal just after the Ignite wears off. That's going to help him a lot. Are they going to chase a tower dive this? I do not know. They decide against it, actually, and they're going to leave him alone right there. Almost really, really bad for Chaos. And both members of TSM may actually have to go in, or go back here.
It's actually a nice little play by them. Odd One is actually going to take that blue buff, but he's going to be so low, he actually might have to go back to base. Because he's just so low. He actually does have some pots, so he'll actually be able to regen that and take the Wraiths. We do have Twitch here coming around, probably going to show up middle real quick, but we do have the pink ward down. And that also, just by picking Twitch, they have to have these pink wards down. That's a detrimenting in a different way.
He's going to come behind Odd One right now, putting out some
damage.
Go for it.
Oh, no.
No, please.
All right, sure. Anyways, not enough damage, though. He's going to throw a little box out. Gonna scare him away. He knows he's there. They know he's trying to take the red. Odd One has to be super careful. TSM has to turn on him and engage. He's kind of aggroing red at the same time though, while he's trying to stealth. So that's kind of allow him to be damaged a little bit more than he's going to be wanted to. And they're kind of just playing a little mind games here. Odd One's trying to sneak back in, try to see if he's doing that. Jax is actually running down to try and help out. They're not exactly sure where Twitch is, hence him being invisible champion. So clearly they don't know where he is at all times. They do have the box down there, so he will be able to see if he's going to take his red. But they're both junglers are kind of going to like a little bit of a stalemate here. They're just kind of running around trying to find each other.
They're kind of running in circles, but and neither of them taking any camps, taking any buffs. They're just kind of chilling, letting Maokai be in his natural habitat in the jungle.
Odd One is going to catch him though. King Derp is going to get the sapling thrown onto him, and he isn't able to really pull this. I mean, he's just at this point he's just trying to deny Odd One, I think, and he's going to run. He's just going to smite those wraiths. He's just going to back up. We do have a little bit going on here top. Prince Gush actually missing that. Dyrus going to actually, no, he's not going to make him pay for it. He's just going to run away, and I think Dyrus is going to try to help out Maokai to get this red, so he's not going to be interrupted. That's a smart play by them, because denying that Twitch's early game is really going to be devastating, because Twitch doesn't rely on GB10s, whereas Odd One does. Yeah. So as soon as he gets those GB10s, he's fine. But if Twitch doesn't get those early kills, he's really going to be, in trouble. And we do have a little bit of a poke going down here bottom. Lord needs going to take maybe a little bit too much damage from that Kog'Maw. Not the greatest trade, but that's okay.
Yeah, they'll walk out of there. Both of Teamless's players are about half health. The summoner spells are starting to come back up for the Teamless players who played super aggressive whenever they saw Chaos face check into that brush. Chaos still has a little bit of time for his flash and heal to come back up, so maybe he'll take advantage of that. Twitch taking some damage onto the red. Is he going to be able to? Yeah, I think he'll be able to finish this. He's taking a good bit of damage. Oh, it releashes. Oh, not going well right now for
That's
Kirk.
Unfortunate. That's like the worst thing you could happen to you as a jungler.
Easily, especially as Twitch, someone who relies so much on early kills and ganks. Without red buff, right now at the 5-minute mark sucks.
Bottom, so is Tark. They're getting pushed around, but we do have a little bit of. Actually, the red was given to Dyrus just so he can dominate that Shen top. And if he wants to trade, Dyrus is going to let him trade because he's going to win those with that red buff.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this lane, like you said, they're going to try to farm up here. The True Grit plus the Shatter passive aura is really good. It makes Metalix super, super tanky. But Chaos using the Janna Shield and raining down a percentage base of their health as damage with his Bio-Arcane Barrage. And, not really caring about the armor there, because that percentage base is magic damage, and he gets bonus just flat damage from the Janna Shield. So he's really putting the hurt on both of them down bot. He's making up for that early kind of face check, almost first blood. First blood not given out so far. It's about 6 minutes in, still 0-0. 500 gold advantage for Teamless right now. 40 CS on Graves to 36 on Kog'Maw. All the potions have been burned except for Morgana's and Ari's. So both AP mids playing a little bit passively. The Maokai comes in for a gank. The flash into tower range actually lets Twisted Advance follow him. A great flash by Angus right there. And it's always upsetting as a Maokai whenever you get taken completely out of position by surprise because of a flash. Because that Twisted Advance will follow you to the ends of the earth.
It will.
It can put you in a very, very dangerous situation.
Yeah, Twisted Advance is always a tricky spell to use because if you use it on someone who flashes or even has a dash, so let's say he dashed and flashed in a tower, you're going to get stuck in tower. And you can carry Maokai a long distance as long as he Twisted Advances on you. So say he did it on Ari, you can cover a lot of distance in a short time and pull that Maokai right to wherever you want him to.
Yes, indeed. 7 minutes in, no first blood still. Ari does go back, pick up 2 Doran's rings for those fingers. Kiss the rings. Morgana hasn't gone back yet. 62 CS to 44 CS of Ari. So Ari falling a little bit behind. Jax should know about this. The Shadow Dash comes onto Dyrus. He has no target to Leap Strike to. The incoming creep wave is not there just yet. He does get ignited, and the Counter Strike will keep him safe. He falls to about half health. But that is a Summoner spell burned from Shen. He has no flash now, no ignite. And Dyrus, I believe, is going to have his exhaust there. So just going to wait for a gank to come up from Odd One eventually and be able to take down that Shen pretty effectively. Although Shen's Shadow Dash can cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Very, very good getaway spell. Chaos getting bursted down between the Dazzle, Shatter, Buckshot combo of Metal X and Lord 9. Janna's coming down here. She wasn't there to give him the shield, the Eye of the Storm. But he survived, so he's okay. That's all that matters. Going to burn a potion right there. Kog'Maw did go back, pick up 2 Doran's Blades and a Cloth Armor. I'm assuming we're going to see that built into either Ninja Tabby or Wriggles. I've seen Chaos do a Wriggles kind of Phantom Dancer build on Kog'Maw before. How do you feel about that particular build?
It's all right. It gives you the sustainability, it gives you the survivability, and you know a lot of damage comes from his W, which is based on the magic damage, his percentage magic damage per hit. So he really he gives him the move speed, it gives him the sustainability as we were talking about with that Wriggles to really armor and MR. Or not MR, but attack damage. We actually have Dyrus here getting initiated at your top. Shen is going to get that taunt off. Dyrus is going to get that. And that is going to be the first blood on Shen. Twitch picking up that first blood with a great gank on top.
Yeah, that Shen perfectly baited Jax into that. And that's the strength of Twitch right there. Popped out of nowhere at the perfect time.
Yep.
And it's just not what you want to see as Dyrus up there. They traded exhausts. Shen held onto exhaust just a little bit longer for when his Twitch popped out. Both of them survived. First blood onto Shen. Very, very good play by Teamless. They're going to put a lot of damage on this turret. They definitely don't want to take it down yet. I don't believe so. Morgana trading with Reggie here in mid. Reggie does have that blue buff now, throwing out his spells, but missing skill shots like a boss. Like it's his job, perhaps. But,
yeah, subtle jukes can happen, and granted, already does have a lot of spam, but yeah, you're not going to get him all the time. We all know Reggie Bro's good. You don't get on one of the best teams in NA.
Yeah.
Not.
You don't own one of the best teams in NA. Without being decently well. The Soul Shackles and the flash to chase with the Spirit Rush, but she gets another charge of Spirit Rush to just barely get away from the secondary. If that secondary Soul Shackles had stunned her, I'm pretty sure that would have been a dead Reggie.
Definitely GG for Herm. You like that Herm? It's him and her because he's playing a chick, but it's a dude playing a character.
It's a dude. It's like a she-male. It's like a weird hermaphrodite.
No, not that far.
Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Let's take it back one step. Metal X is forced to CS under his tower. Stopping X Specials back with a collateral damage. He's saying,
like, you like that? You want it back?
Anywhere.
Boom.
Yeah, I do
collateral
not
damage
think
to the face. We have TSM Reginald getting initiated on here. Oh, if that had hit, that would have been the GG on him. And he's still going to go down anyways, but actually he's going to take out Twitch at the same time. But that is 2 kills for Twitch roaming around. He knows the pink wards are out, so he can go in. If that binding had landed, that would have been for sure Twitch escaping with his life, but unfortunately it missed.
I guess the Shemale thing was weird. We'll be okay, though.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll recover.
Too far.
A little bit. Let's bring it back. I'm very tired. Dyrus up top, still trading with Anguish, but the first blood money is doing a lot of work for Anguish right there. The Counter-Strike does stun. Turning around with the Shadow Dash and Vorpal Blade, healing a lot at the same time, putting out the damage. The Ignite does take him down. Odd One is going to throw a Sapling in that brush to give him vision. The Flash Twisted Advance will follow him all the way from that flash. This Arcane Smash will knock him up a little bit. No red buff or anything on Odd One. The Shadow Dash is going to get him away. The Arcane, the Twisted Advance isn't up there, but here's Morgana. Here's Morgana. Oh, misses the Dark Binding. Ooh. That was disappointing. That was a little disappointing. Down bots of damage going on to Chaos. The Monsoon will come to protect his little Acathian friend. Twitch is there anyway. Is he going to get the slow off onto Chaos? I believe he already has used it, and it didn't slow them too much. Special running for his life right now, throwing a tornado behind him to just kite just a hair. And it looks like both of the TSM players are going to be scot-free. Ari was coming down. She was coming down for potentially a tower dive or a gank if things were looking better for TSM. But he just decided against it and just went back mid. Going to continue farming, and Tab's going to go down and take his own race. both these AP mids showing the importance of taking wraiths. You know,
Yep.
showing that you really need to pad your farming as an AP mid by taking your wraiths, and as a jungler, just help them out. Just donate it. You know, that's definitely what you need to do.
Just donate it.
122 CS right now for Morgana, 73 CS on Ahri. That's a 50 CS difference right there. Tabs just doing exceptionally well, farming his wraiths, harassing Ahri, making her pretty much last hit as much as possible with the Orb of Deception. That's her plan right there. Now that Morgana has blue buff, Ahri is kind of in a bad place. She does activate her shield, which is bad because little does she know Maokai is waiting in the wing. No, it looks like he's just going to go back to his wraiths. That would have been a perfect time for Odd One to gank.
Little does she know that he's not going to show
yeah.
up.
The Black Shield would mitigate the snare from Twisted
Got a little bit
Advance.
going on here top though. Dara's blowing that counter strike. Gonna hit it on Twitch. Gonna get it off. I don't think they're actually gonna get it. He's tanking the tower for kind of a silly amount of time there, but they're gonna take it anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter. We have Morgana coming up here. Gonna see Dyrus. Dyrus isn't gonna be able to clear those golems, and there's not really much they can do. King Tabs is gonna clear this out. Get a counter jungle a little bit. And they're actually probably gonna. Nope, they're not gonna push mid actually. They're actually gonna go secure. Original's blue right now. And that's a little bit. Actually, we got a little bit bottom. KX getting initiated on Lordney blowing his ultimate. And they're doing a lot of damage here. And the exhaust is going to be burned on Metalex. He's getting turned around. They just have the shields. That's going to give him increased damage on KX. KX isn't chasing him. But we have the Shen ulti going out on Tarek here. That is a shadow dash. And the ultimate's actually going to pick him up. The trade for kill. Oh, and Tarek's actually going to go down because Reginald shows up on Ahri to pick it up. And actually, the passive on Kog'Maw actually picked up that double kill. I guess it was a little bit of a poor choice to not ultimate in, but we do have Shen still there. Shen is gonna, Twitch rather is gonna pop out. He's gonna try to do damage, but there's not gonna be enough. She still has flash, so she's gonna go back into tower, into safety. Shen probably should have ultimated the Graves there and not the Tarek. Maybe that was just a misclick, or I don't know. But
you know, the only reason I could see is that he expected the Graves to live a little bit longer, obviously. Yeah. And ulting the Tarek did give him better position.
Yeah, positioning was
it
definitely
put him
better.
behind the Kog'Maw. Just in case, because when you ult Graves, or when you ult the person that's, out of position, immediately what KX would have done there is probably just run. He would probably be like, oh, I need to get out of here.
Yep.
But ulting the Tarek instead allowed him to hit a pretty easy shadow dash from behind, and that's exactly what
I like how he got off the collateral damage just at the nick of time. Just as he died, he got it out, and KX tanked that right to the face, so they just traded kills.
And for those just tuning in, this is Game 2. TSM did take Game 1. And not going to lie, Game 1 looked really similar. TSM was, by a lot of metrics, kills, gold, down for a little while. But then they came back, and they came back in exceptional fashion. So we'll see if they can pull it out again this time. Teamless looking really, really good right now. Graves, 113 CS. Kog'Maw, 109. Both AD carries farming rather well. Shin has that first blood money. He is 2-0 with 108 CS compared to Jax, who's 0-2 with 89 CS. But really, TSM has a great late game comp. And it's exceptional. It's with Ahri, Kog'Maw, and Jax. Janna's great late. Maokai's good at pretty much every phase of the game. He's never really terrible.
He really doesn't slow down or have a bad scaling or anything. He's a tank. He does lots of CC and just survivability, and that's really does. He just gets in there, dives on people, sits on their face, and says, "What up? I'm a big tree. What are you gonna do about it?"
Well, I'm here. You gonna cut me down, Lumberjack?
You gonna cut me down? In before Lumberjack champion.
Yeah. This is well, there's Lumberjack Scion.
That is true, but not a champion based around just cutting wood.
Q through R, cut down trees. That's it. Kill Maokai is what it says. Twitch going to come in for this gank on Reginald. He is in Viz. Soul Shackles comes out with a Spirit Rush to try to counter it. The secondary still goes off. Reggie may fall here. Maokai's ultimate will protect his furry friend for just a little bit longer. Kerp may go down. The passes of Orb of Deception are too strong, and Kerp falls with a nice point-blank Orb of Deception
We actually got
and
a little
nice
action
counter
here
gank.
bottom here. Tark getting blown out by Xpecial. KX going to do a lot of damage. Shen ulti is actually going to save him. They are going to turn around and try to make this into a 3v2 situation where they can win it. And I believe Shen actually got stunned. That's why you didn't see him showing up. So actually they know they can turn. They called it out most likely on their team speaks and are like, yo, we stunned him. You guys can turn around and go back in. And they didn't realize that. So they were still under the impression they could go forward. And then KX just turned around and went, what up? I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that was great. I believe it was probably Jax that stunned him with his counter strike while the ultimate was going
Most
down.
likely.
I was watching the more important action down bottom, of course. But great communication by TSM. Dyrus was probably online saying, "Oh, I'm about to stun the Shen. Go, turn, turn, get this, get this." And they were able to pick up a kill right there on Graves. Fantastic teamwork and communication from TSM.
Ooh, Twitch.
Twitch
A little
dangerously close to
ahead.
Reggie.
Yep, we got Dyrus here. Nah, he's gonna be okay. Never mind.
So great right now. Great communication, great teamwork from both teams. Great farming from Teamless right now. They are down a little bit in gold. Those kills have evened out just about. And look at Morgana. 3 Doran's rings and a Zanya's hourglass already here at the 17.5 minute mark.
That is definitely great farm.
Yeah.
If you can have those items by that time, you're doing fantastic. And you guys should take that into your own game and take it into consideration. If you have those kind of items, by 17 minutes if you have a big item under 20 minutes, you're most likely doing good. But we do have Arya getting initiated here on. You're going to blow that Shadow Dash, try to get her down. We have Jax dishing out a lot of damage onto that Shen. He is going to get soul shackled though. He is going to come in. Arya trying to get that off, but she did pop out, and Twitch was like, "What's up? You're going to die. I'm popping out," and then I got the red buff, and she's going to go down.
And Shen able to get away from that exchange. A 1-for-1 change. The AP mid goes down for TSM, and the jungler goes down for Teamless. Really interesting trade right there. Who do you think came out on top?
It's just a 1-for-1, really.
Just a 1-for-1, nothing special
I mean,
about it?
Shen almost died, but that's about it. Chaos chasing after Metal X here, doing a lot of damage. We have Odd One invading the jungle. We have Janna coming in from the side, knocking him up, getting that exhaust up. How deep are they going to go? We're not sure yet. He's going to turn around. He's manning up. He's going to go like guts. What's up, X-Special? You want to man up? I'm a man up. I'm going to take you out with me. That's what just happened.
That was good, but still an advantage of for TSM right there. I mean, they took down the AD carry. They got an assist. Only their support died, you know? And that kill would have been a lot more smooth had Chaos hit those 2 living artilleries.
Yep.
He did 1 living artillery that missed because Metal X flashed. Did another living artillery that missed because he predicted his retreat just a little bit too far on Graves. Oh, wow. Kerp Derp being ulted by the Shin in invisibility. Shin pops out of nowhere along with Twitch. Chaos trying to put down as much damage as possible to save himself. He blows his own heal. Will a Cathian surprise be able to bring down Twitch? I think he's just a little bit too healthy for that.
He's got the light
That
steal.
was an incredible
We
play.
do have Maokai and Reginald coming in. They know they want to do this. They know Twitch is around. Twitch has to be careful because I believe that Spirit Rush can still hit him while he's stealth. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe it'll hit the closest targets. So they really should back up. I'm not sure what Prince Gosh is doing. He's going to take a lot of damage from that. Graves is running up, though. The taunt is going off, though. We do have Tark coming from the side, which he's going to stun. He actually, Reginald is going to take him out, though, but Odd One is taking a lot of damage here. And the long-range ultimate from Graves taking him out. That collateral damage, and Odd One's also going to drop down, too. Great play for Teamless.
Great double kill from Graves. That long range collateral damage it's what we saw from Chaos the other day.
Yeah.
Like just like clutch collateral damage right there to pick up Ari. I don't think Reggie I don't think he was right in going so deep into a Shin. You know?
Well, diving any tank is always usually a bad idea.
Yeah.
You should generally never focus tanks, and you should generally never dive tanks because it can always turn out bad, and most of the time it will.
He blew like all 3 of his Spirit Rushes just to try to secure that kill on Shen. It left him high and dry in the middle of the enemy team that was collapsing around him, and he paid for it, really.
Lordney is in trouble here, most likely. Special and Chaos dishing out a lot of damage. That is going to be Oracle's pickup, and Special has Oracle, so he actually might chase that Twitch. Actually, they're going to try to secure the Dragon for their team. They figured, hey, we already got our Oracles. We're just going to ward this up. We're going to sit here. We're going to take every advantage. We're just going to take advantage, and that's all you have to do is slow push, 1 by 1. Don't go too deep, and you'll probably most likely win the game. I mean, really, the key to winning League of Legends is being conservative, at least in this meta. I mean. It's it. I mean,
that's how it works.
If you just take small advantage after small advantage after small advantage, and you don't push your luck, and you just keep pushing those small advantages, you honestly that's like the key to winning the game. But a lot of times people, I know I've said this quite a few times, but if you bite off more than you can chew, you're gonna that's how you're gonna lose, like forcing barons and stuff like that when you don't need to, when you can just come and push towers. That's ultimately how you're gonna die. But Shen is gonna miss that Shadow Knives, and Ari's gonna initiate, try to killing King Derp here, doing a lot of damage to him. King Derp's actually gonna dodge that Orbs of Deception. She's actually gonna Spirit Dash away and the flash over, but the binding is gonna hit Odd One. We're gonna see if we're gonna get a Soul Shackle ultimate here. Lord Nee is coming in, trying to burst him down, but Odd One is gonna actually initiate onto King Tabs, but he's blowing that. Zanya is actually getting no one with the double snare, but Shen ultimate and Black Shield going up. This is a beast mode Morgana right here. She is not gonna go down. Unfortunately, she is actually gonna go down because she just couldn't take all that damage. She was actually stuck behind enemy lines when that was like a 5-on-1. Shen showed up a little bit too late, and King Derp's going to make the ballsy move most likely. And yes, he is going to pop out, and he's going to pick him up. Says, I don't care. I'm about to die. I'm fine with that. I took you out, Reginald.
Yeah, he knew that Special was pretty much in the vicinity with that Oracles. He was going to get spotted sooner or later. Taking Ari down with him was a great play. I loved how Chaos was in this blue pit right here. With his Bio-Hurricane Barrage with Living Artillery, he was still hitting everyone in the team fight. Completely protected by an entire tree line. The only way they could get to him is to flash over, and that's it. He did a lot of work right there. The kills were put onto Dyrus, I believe, and Reggie, I think. Or no, Dyrus and someone else. But he did a lot of work in that fight and didn't really get any credit for it, per se. Oh, Metal X being exhausted, chased down by Special, and Chaos. He turns around to get a bug shot to collateral damage, bringing Special very, very low. He actually does take him down really quickly, so that is going to be no Baron buff for Special. I think everyone else on the TSM team will be all buffed up. I don't know why that hotkey goes to a teamless player.
Don't worry, we're still at 100%. I'm looking at your screen. We haven't missed up. We're not in different times. No one's in the future, or no one's in the past. But TSM actually picking up that red buff, or not red buff rather, Baron. Reginald getting initiated in her top, exhaust and dazzle being blown, and a perfect taunt. Then they kind of combo up in there. Is Reginald going to be able to get away? I don't think they're going to have enough. Twitch diving deep. Jax saying, what's up? Welcome to the pain train on the tower. Reginald's going to survive because of that Baron buff, giving him the regen he needed to survive.
And Dyer's doing a nice leap strike ward jump right there, trying to catch up to Lord Wine. He really wants his oracles. He smells blood. But the boots of mobility have just kicked in from Lord 9 since he's out of combat for a few seconds, and I think he's going to be okay. Unless he makes a mistake of going back in here, I do not think he imbues himself, getting that extra bonus heal for doing it just on him. Jax is aware of it, but I don't know. Oh, they do. They're pinging Tarek right now. They're going to engage right up on this. Lord 9 is going to be a dead man. Dyrus securing a rampage. 4-2 and 2. 140
He's just like
CS.
jumping on them and just like here's a lamppost. Where'd your HP go?
Yeah. Did you used to be alive? Oh wait, no, you're dead now. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Remember that time you were alive and had HP? Yeah, me too. Until I hit you with my my lamppost.
So I hit you
like,
straight
what
in
a
the face
great
with a
weapon.
lamppost.
I love the person who designed Jax. Like we took away his weapons and then we gave him a lamppost to beat people with. But actually, a lamppost seems like it's a good weapon.
Yeah,
got some glass that can break on stuff and like sharp edges for sure.
I hate how you're like legitimizing a lamppost.
Dude, if you were to rip out a lamppost and use it on somebody, you would cause bodily harm. Yeah, a lot of bodily harm. But we do have Reginald doing a lot of damage. Oh my gosh! Oh, he actually picks up that Spirit Rush. Oh my god, that was absolutely devastating. I don't think anyone thought he was going to drop to that, but then he did. And guess what? We were surprised.
We were surprised. I was legitimately surprised. I made a surprise face. I was like,
I did. I wish we had the camera because I went back in my chair. I was like, oh snap!
Yeah.
Well, they are going to push in here. Dyrus is going to get hit with that binding, but I really don't think it matters. They have the Baron. They are down Tarek. Graves has to go back to heal. This is pretty much just a free open inhibitor. We actually have Shen split pushing down the middle right now. I don't know how much he's going to do because they're really just going to go back to base. And we have a sneaky Twitch deciding to come up. I'm not sure who's going to get Age on because if I think he do, I think we're going to.
Because an Oracle's an odd one.
Yeah.
He pretty much spotted him.
Oh, almost got him.
Tried to quick draw into there. Oh, Chaos maybe is gonna. No, he's fine. He'll pretty much be okay. See, this is Twitch. This is what happens if you don't get first blood and you don't get a lot of ganks off early as Twitch.
Yep.
It's
I mean, look at the CS difference between him and Odd One. 127 to 49. Yeah. That's massive. Let's look at the gold difference real quick. What is that? That is where
8,200. Can you read numbers?
8,200 to 5,400. Yeah, I just numbered you.
Numbered. Numbered.
It's like lawyered, but numbered.
You just got litigated. Screw you. Yeah, so right now Maokai doing so much work for himself, for his team, just being a fantastic jungler. Twitch, it was risky. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was a risky pick, and it just did not pay off early game, so therefore it's not going to pay dividends late game.
Ooh,
Tab decides to flash in, get his Soul Shackles only on Chaos. He doesn't burn his Zonius. He does do it just then. A shutdown. Nice bounty collected there by Tabs. The Cathian Surprise will bring down Morgana before the Shin did teleport there. Odd One jumping onto Metalex. Dyrus following as well. Metalex being jumped on so hard. Shin and Twitch. Twitch dead. Words.
Oh my god, so much death.
That was a 3-for-2 exchange in the favor of TSM. They're easily going to be able to take down this turret, the inhibitor. I don't think they can quite win, though, can they?
Looking at the times, they have a little bit of time. They have 2 inhibitors. It might be more beneficial for them to just back up. Look at that Targ taking a lot of damage, though. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to land that charm. So most likely going to go back to the base. Taunt just barely skimming them, not going to actually hit and connect. So they're most likely TSM is going to go back to base. They have Dragon up. They have their blue up. They have their red up. Top is already pushing. They got 2 inhibitors down. They can just sit, camp Baron, pick up Baron, push top, end game, win that. If they don't get too cocky and feed.
Special being called here by
Speaking
Anguish.
of special,
But Reggie's
deep
there
in the
to back
jungle.
him up. Reggie's very low on mana, so I don't know if he could do a full burst combo or anything on anyone. And does he have his ultimate? He does. Oh, is he going to get spotted by Lord 9? This could be really bad for Lord 9.
Ooh.
A full burst combo, 2 additions of Spirit Rush. Came straight in the mail. A third one gets him to safety. That guy just got a subscription to Chunk Magazine. Delivered straight to his door. Right there. We're Chunk everything. That's what we did.
Front page, dude. He's covered.
He's covered. He's the cover
covered.
of Chunk Magazine this week.
On the cover of Chunk Magazine.
Chaos and Odd One starting the Dragon. The Dark Binding does barely miss. Odd One decides to counter engage onto Tabs. Will the Zonius be popped right now? No, it did. It was not. It was not popped. It was not popped at all. I don't know if it was up. It was up. Maybe he got burst too fast or something.
Something like that.
Something like that. Something like that. Shen gonna go ahead and get his Wraiths. He hasn't been as I don't know. I don't feel like he's been Shin per se. You know, Shin needs to have this super global presence. He hasn't had the.
He hasn't been doing a lot of split pushing.
Mhm.
Besides that one time middle when they already had Baron and they were Tark got a decimated bot lane. And other than that, he hasn't been really split pushing too much. They did have that nifty stealth ulti on the Twitch, so that was cool. That was cool. But other than that, I haven't really seen, much of, as you said, shinning.
Shinning. That's gonna be a new
Shinning.
verb. Let's spread that around the community,
Well,
please.
It should go on like the league dictionary.
Yeah. It's just the fact that when you pick Shin, you need to have this global presence. There needs to be a global fear. TSM should be like, oh, I don't know if I should want to engage on the Dark Binding collateral damage actually lands on X special, but I think there's not going to be an engage from Teamless. There needs to be a global fear of him. TSM has not shown such a fear. They've been, we don't care if you stand united. We have Jax up top all the time to stun you, and that was been the most important play, I think, of the game, was whenever they turned a potentially really scary situation into a nice kill down
Tab
there.
getting initiated on, and actually getting bursted down before you can even Zonius. That Deathfire Grasp just annihilating him. Metalex suffering the same fate. Jax going super deep, understanding he's trying to get on this, but Twitch is going to pop out, and actually he's going to kill him with the Shadow Dash. That's really funny, actually. No one ever gets killed by Shadow Dash, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to all die, and it's pretty much game over at this time. We do have the Super Creeps pushing in, and that's most likely going to be the GG, and there it is. That is 2-0, and we haven't seen a series yet that hasn't been 2-0, so I'm hoping we can get some Game 3s tomorrow, but that's GG to TSM. Very well played. They've been being outstanding this entire tournament, so
Most definitely.
kudos